Hey guys, Dean here. So in today's video, what we're going to be going through is showcasing some winning products which you can start dropshipping right now. Now, I've already done a video on some really good products which you should check out if you want to start a dropshipping store a few days ago, so I will leave that linked down below in the comments and description. But this is specifically products which are recession-proof products which you can take advantage of the current recession in America and the spreading recession which is coming into the EU right now. Products which are going to be recession-proof that will still continue to make sales during this tough financial situation. So I'm going to be showing you 10 different products which you can leverage right now in different sectors and different genres and various other markets. So there's going to be some variation here. Some of these are products in the pet market, in the fitness market, and just general cool gadgets and products. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so let's check out this first product, right? So this first product is basically makeup brushes. So the reason why I'm showcasing this first one is basically cosmetics never really go out of value. Women always have pressure to look good and wear makeup, and they're never going to stop buying these kind of products. People are still going to waste the money and spend things on things which make them feel more confident and look better, right? So this market's always going to do good. This is a type of consumer product which will still be sustainable. So this is obviously targeting women as the main demographic, and this is just a product which offers different makeup brushes in various different sizes. It's kind of like a generic product, but if you're creative with it, you can obviously still market it. Basically, this is a strong product that's not really trend based, so it's pretty good over time for slow sales over time, and it's pretty scalable. It's consistent but also generic and probably still very competitive because of that. This is probably one of those products that's kind of such a generic item that I'd kind of recommend just selling this in a multi-product store or a general store, because for the most part it's not really an item that you can kind of have that wow factor or viral marketing with. So if you've got some kind of makeup or cosmetic store, you can definitely sell these, but I don't think it's going to be something crazy which you can make a ton of profit off. But I still think this is a good product which you can potentially sell. If you scale some kind of brand, you can definitely have this as one of the products inside your store, and I'd really recommend just having this in some kind of cosmetics line. So with this same theme, we're also going to take a look at the next product, which is an eyebrow pen, right? So this goes in the cosmetics market again, so we're targeting females again with this product. Obviously this is basically for women who want to touch up their eyebrows or cover up or draw over injured spots in their eyebrows or touch them up to improve them, right, with fine detail and make them look attractive and better. So this targets people mainly with thin eyebrows or some kind of eyebrow injury, or people who want to make them look thicker, and this is the insecurity or problem which you're offering the solution to. This is yet again another generic product, right, but it still looks pretty cool. You already have a video on here, so most of these products, they already have like a really nice video showcasing it, which you can obviously use when marketing it. This is kind of like a classic old dropshipping style ad that you can just go ahead and reuse for your store, so you probably don't even have to remake an ad for this one. Like I said before, this is a really generic product, but I think an eyebrow pen is probably definitely more sellable than makeup brushes because it's still kind of cool and you can probably brand it more. So you could probably get away with making a single product store out of this if you're very creative. I'm sure you could probably leverage something like TikTok to sell this product, and as you can see, you have a lot of information down here, but I think this is potentially a decent product to keep an eye on. And this is just kind of an example, just like my last video. The cosmetics line in general, beauty products and women's products are usually the best to sell, so I would just take a look at this one and then use this as an example to sprout off and have a look at recommended products or other products in the stores that sell these to get some more ideas. Okay, so with that, we're going to change into a different sector. So we're going over into a different category of consumer products, and this is pet products. So this is a pet hair and lint remover, right? So this basically solves the problem of having pet hair laying around the house. This could be a dog or cat, and if you've ever had that problem, I guess only pet owners would understand. If you have hair all over your furniture or carpets, it can get really annoying. It sticks to fibers like different materials, and it can be hard to clear, right? Well, this is a convenient and easy tool which attempts to clean it up. So as you can see, this is a really cool tool with an ergonomic shape. It's a simple thing, it's quite compact and small, and this blade picks up balls of hair really easily and just gathers them on this kind of nylon or fiber fabric shaving brush thing on the end. I don't know what the material is. Like I said before, the pet industry is something which is still going to thrive. Just because there's a recession, people aren't just going to sell the pets. It's just really unlikely, and people love the pets. So pet products are just like relationship pendants and things like that. They're always things that people want to impulse buy because they want to make the pet feel better, and pet owners, it kind of in turn makes them feel better looking after the pet. So this is another cool product which will sell, but this is only one of two, I believe, pet products which I want to show you, because the next one is another one, and this is just a hairbrush, right? Before we move on to the next product, I think the lint remover could definitely be in a single product store. Like I said, most of these products already have really nicely edited viral videos. You can cut them up and add more text, but for the most part you can just reuse most of these videos. And all of these really could work in a multi or single product store. Even this hairbrush, which is the next product, which is a grooming brush, this could also work too. I think this would do better in a multi-product store, to be honest with you. You could probably make it work in both. It's kind of a generic product, but it kind of looks really cool how they've done the video. All of these things, the sales are just down to the creativity of the marketing, to be honest. That's literally all it's down to. But some of them kind of fit the different store styles a little bit better than others. This is basically an affection-based impulse buy product, right? So like I said before about people who own pets, they tend to buy them based on their affection for the pet and wanting some kind of cool new thing. If they don't know what to buy themselves, they look to buy something for the pet or a relative. And the pet industry, they just want to buy a cool gadget to look after the pet with. So people love the pets, and this is just an easy, quick tool for moving hair and protecting the pet's skin and hands. So they're looking after the pet, possibly to reduce potential vet visits costs. I don't know, but this seems like a pretty high quality product. There's some cool pros for this product. When you're looking for a product like this, you want to have a look at a list of different pros. If you have 4 or 5 key pros or why the product's good, that can also be a good highlight for it. And this is just generally for grooming pets and improving the coats of hair. So I think this is a pretty cool product to keep a watch out for. Then we have the last pet product, I believe, which I'm going to show you, which is this engravable pet ID collar. Just like relationship bracelets and necklaces, which I mentioned a little bit earlier, people love their pets dearly, which is something which I've touched on, right? This is more of an impulse buy product than the last though. The reason being is because this kind of has a gimmick, right? So this is a personalized pet collar, an ID tag for cats and dogs. It's personalized because you have the engraving feature. So people who buy this, they basically get to put a custom name on this dog tag. That is the gimmick of this product. It's an engravable one that's customized. The solution to potentially losing their pet or IDing their pet and putting contact information on, like a mobile number or something, is to engrave their pet's name on it. So it shows the name of their pet and it kind of enforces them potentially getting their pet back easier if it gets lost. So this solves the problem of a missing pet or a misnamed pet. And these are common problems which are always present, right? And it has many different customization options, different symbols and design elements. You can choose different fonts. This is just a really cool customizable product, which I think if you market it well, this would be really brandable. People have tried to sell these types of products millions of times before, so it's nothing unique, but it's definitely something that has a gimmick which is just cooler. So I think this is really nice to look out for. Then we're also going to take a look at this gas stove protector product. This is basically like a non-stick mat which protects stove tops, and it's easily fittable to different gas stoves, and it's removable and cleanable. This solves the common problem of gas hobs being burnt or having items like small bits of food dropped around it, like soup falling from a pan and burns all around it and all this muck and dirt. And this gets hard to clean and it builds up, okay? So this mat basically is applied to it and prevents the buildup of it. It's pretty cool. This is just kind of like a general kitchen item which helps things become clean, because nobody likes to clean things, and if you can prevent something getting more mucky, this is a really cool item. This is again solving a common problem about having a messy kitchen, so a lot of people are going to want to buy this, but I think it's a general store-based item. If you have a store with multiple products, you could put this in, because I just don't really think it's unique enough to market it with viral ads. I think it's a really basic product, but I do think it's sellable because it's really cool. But there's not really too much to say about this due to the uniqueness not really being there, but I think it's definitely something you can make sales with. There's a generic product which has demand, which leads me on to the fitness industry, the health and fitness industry, for the next 2 products. The first one being the smartwatch, right? I don't think this is an insanely impressive product. I think you have to be really smart about selling this, because, and that's not a pun because of the name of the product, I just mean the fact that this is kind of oversaturated. It's not a new product. I think personally the smartwatches on AliExpress are actually really nice and pretty feature rich for the price, so I think you can definitely mark them up for a profit. This is in the fitness niche, okay, and this is always useful. So the gimmick of the smartwatch itself as a product is it obviously tracks the calories that you burn. It works as a step counter. It monitors your heart rate, like something you use as a accountability partner, right? So it also, some of them monitor your sleep. I'm not particularly sure if this one does. The band that I'm wearing does, but I don't know if this Chinese one from AliExpress does or not. These are really cool products, okay? And this is a competitive market though. There's many name brands. So the one that I bought is a Xiaomi watch, which is a Chinese brand too, kind of like Hawaii. But this is kind of like a nameless brand one, but it still looks pretty cool. They're all the same. They're all Chinese products. But there's many name brand watches which are good. So you have like the Samsung watch, you have Hawaii watches, you have the Xiaomi watches. So there's a lot of competitive elements in this market, and a lot of people, they might not want to buy a cheap watch, but you also do see a lot of people buy cheap Chinese watches off Amazon.co.uk too. So I'm sure you could definitely sell this because it's a good product. But I would typically say you can definitely make a lot of profit off this, but it's harder to sell because it's not really something that's new. But I think it's a product that's always in demand, so you could definitely still consider it. And obviously it's in that fitness niche that's not really going to be affected by a recession. Then the next one is female gym wear. So I kind of debated whether showing any type of clothing products in this video. The reason being for this is clothing products are kind of usually too generic, and there's already fitness brands out there like Gymshark and stuff like that people are just going to buy from anyway usually, right? So clothing, very competitive, but it's always consistent, and female gym wear is usually the best clothing to sell because we're kind of appealing to a female demographic, okay? And obviously the popularity of females going to the gym and getting into fitness has kind of boomed in the past few years, like with the whole Gymshark brand growing and stuff like that. The reason why we're doing female gym wear rather than men's gym wear is men, they can just buy a stringer from anywhere, right? But it's all about the marketing with females. Also, this is a pretty cool product because there's so many different colors. Women's behavior is basically based on emotion rather than logic. So that's the reason why when you're selling women's products, you're going to get a lot more impulse buying. And obviously that's just based on behavioral patterns. It's obviously not a bad thing, but you need to keep that in mind when you're marketing to sell products. Gym tights and leggings like this are good products to sell for gym members. It solves the problem of needing an extra change of clothes for the gym. But like I said, this is another generic product. This is just a multi-product store product to put on like a gym brand or a fitness website. I wouldn't market this on its own because it's not really unique at all, but it's just an idea of a product you can add to a fitness website. So if we were selling this smartwatch, for an example, I would probably put female gym wear alongside with it. Now, the 9th product I'm going to show you is this bonsai tree. Okay, so this kind of caught my eye. Comes in different colors, like this cherry blossom looking tree, which looks kind of beautiful. And this is mainly appealing to people who want to do interior design, people who have got a new apartment. Like I said before, this is probably going to appeal to females more because they care more about interior design and making homes look beautiful and stuff like that. But I would personally have like a green one of these or a blue one of these, like this bluey purple color as well in my room because I just think it looks awesome. People care about the homes, right? People care about what other people think of them, how friends will judge them, and how people will judge the house when they visit it. So something like this is a nice little decoration which improves the room, and a lot of people think interior design is super important. Now, fake plants are very popular, but you usually see people with cacti, which I think are really cool. I've not really seen any of these bonsai trees in people's houses before, but these are low maintenance because fake plants, obviously you don't need to water them and they still look good. So this bonsai plant product I found is a pretty cool plant to sell that's a little bit different. It's kind of different to the norm of people having cacti. It's just something different. You can have all these different crazy colors to make it unique to other people's. I just think that's pretty cool. That's the gimmick. It's a little bit unique to having a standard fake plant from IKEA or a cacti. I just think it's completely different. Not many people tend to have them, so that's the special aspect of the product. And it also can kind of leverage off certain trends. So Cobra Kai, which is a huge show based on the Karate Kid, they have bonsai trees in that show too. So if there's a new season of the show or something like that, you could definitely sell it around that time and then maybe market it on TikTok or something with a cool video, or this video from the AliExpress page, and you could probably make some sales just on the back of that show as well. So I think this is a pretty cool product to keep an eye on that people might want to buy. But then again, this product doesn't have too much of a purpose, so people might not buy it too frequently, but I still think it's pretty cool. So the last one is an ear cleaner. This is just a really random product which I found, and that's basically just because there's a problem and a solution that the product offers, right? So blocked ears get really annoying, and people who have blocked ears will know that it's a common problem, and people obviously care how they look. Waxing your ears is pretty disgusting to see, and it's embarrassing. Nobody wants to see that. If you've ever had like a little bit of wax in your ear and someone's pointed it out, it's really horrible. So this leverages the insecurity of people having like dirty ears, which is just horrible, right? And people's pride. It kind of puts a bit of guilt on their pride and the insecurities of needing to clean their ears if they haven't been to like a specialist. Especially if it gets that bad, you definitely need one of these. But the gimmick is it has a special ergonomic shape, so how it goes into the ear, which is the drill part. The impulse buy call to action is how it emotionally affects the consumer based on their guilt and insecurity, okay? Now this image kind of looks a bit cursed and a little bit creepy. This woman just like shoving this in this other woman's ear while she's just on her iPhone. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, this product is pretty cool, and they have a lot of diagrams on here, a lot of information about the product, which you could definitely use for viral marketing. And people on TikTok watch those pimple popping videos, right? Even if you gore them out a little bit with this kind of stuff, it will probably work in your favor to actually sell this with shock factor marketing. I think that's a pretty good product too. So those are the 10 products which I think are recession proof, which you can leverage to sell in a Shopify dropshipping store or even on other methods of dropshipping during the recession. I think some of these products are really interesting. Some of them are a little bit more niche. Some of them are super unique that you could sell in a single product store, and some of them are more apt for multi-product or general stores. It really depends on your strategy and your business model. But I think these are some really cool products which you guys can test out and give me the results in the comment section below if you decide to actually try to sell them. For more Shopify dropshipping videos and business and travel videos, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and check out the channel, and I'll see you next time.